I just found some leaks from episode 2 of The Amazing Digital Circus, and one of these leaks features a secretly released shot of Pomni's bedroom, so make sure to watch until the end because you do not want to miss any of these episode 2 leaks. Recently, over on Glitch Productions' website, The Wacky Watch, they updated their teaser video from a VHS-style advertisement for The Amazing Digital Circus to its current look, featuring Pomni laying in her bed sleeping, in what can only be theorized to be Pomni's bedroom. In the first episode of The Amazing Digital Circus, it's revealed to Pomni by Ragatha that every circus member gets their own room.
So, this is where we all live. Or well, where we all sleep at night. Even though we don't really need to sleep, it's sometimes nice to kind of take a break from everything and have a bit of a routine, you know?
So it comes to no surprise to the audience that this is most likely Pomni's room that she is sleeping in. For some, that may be the end of the speculation, but if you look closely, there is a lot more that meets the eye. Something I noticed is that on the webpage, it appears that the video of Pomni sleeping is being watched or recorded to Kane's Wacky Watch. Well, we know that Kane's Wacky Watch has the ability to sense when a circus member enters the void. This shot of Pomni sleeping being watched through the Wacky Watch implies that Kane's Wacky Watch is either connected to the cameras throughout the circus or can see everything like an optimum eye that watches over all of the circus members, since everyone lives in a digital world in what is implied to be a video game. However, I think it is safe to say that the Wacky Watch can see anything, an ability we did not previously know it had. It's fitting, however, considering Kane himself is an AI who can teleport anywhere at his own will. It's all but confirmed that Kane is the god of the circus, part of the game that keeps everything together and going exactly as it should be, in his own way, of course.
Hello, Kane. I love you.
Let's get out of here before the moon gets frisky.
Well, thinking about this, though, I began to wonder, why does Kane want to watch Pomni anyways? Well, I think one plausible theory is that it's hinting towards the second episode. Pomni may start to cause mischief in the circus, especially during the night when all of the characters are in their rooms so she doesn't get caught trying to distract Kane. Or, worst of all, trying to leave. Kane will get fed up with this and maybe figure out her plan by himself. Or he might even find her plan through one of the other circus members. This might make Kane begin to watch her more closely, even while watching her while she is sleeping. This will force Pomni to either accept her fate in the digital circus or go to more extreme measures to escape this digital prison that she is trapped in. And while this whole thing is interesting, it really leaves me wondering, what will the other characters' rooms look like? We see Pomni's room in her color scheme and decorations that fit her design. And if we take a closer look at Kaufmo's room, it's the exact same color scheme as Kaufmo with clown portraits, which are a thing for some reason. As you can see, every character's room is somewhat custom fit to them, so I would like to take a second to theorize what the other characters' rooms will look like. Firstly, I think that Ragatha's room would be red and purple, similar to her color scheme. Next, there's Kinger, and I believe that Kinger's room is painted in a checkerboard pattern, considering he is a chess piece. He also may have chess-related decorations in his room. Zubal's room would probably be really colorful and almost like a rainbow, similar to her design in the show. Kind of like the random shapes and color patterns on her body. Jax's room would probably be purple, yellow, and red. And he would definitely have some contraband in his room, like bowling balls and other things he could destroy or ruin the days of other members of the circus with, considering he seems to have a more destructive attitude in the circus. Finally, there's Gangle, and we have actually seen a picture of their room before, which features a plethora of broken comedy masks and a monotone black and white color scheme, with a lone mirror and desk. The rest of the room is engulfed in darkness, and we can see a floor that is a checkerboard pattern. This leads me to believe that there is more to Gangle than we actually think, and maybe we will see a dark side to Gangle in a later episode. But if you guys thought that's it, you're wrong, because I found a lot more secret leaks about episode 2. There were a couple images uploaded to Glitch Productions' Twitter page, which I believe may be used in the second episode of The Amazing Digital Circus. The first image we have is a picture of Kane flexing without any lighting or texturing, which I don't think this shot will have much significance to the episode's pilot, but it does look quite comedic if you ask me. Another image uploaded on Glitch Productions' Twitter account would be this image shown here, showing Pomni sitting down and looking disappointed about something. To me, this render of Pomni is reminiscent of the final scene of The Amazing Digital Circus, where Pomni blankly stares into space, pondering her existence in this digital circus, with seemingly no way to escape. Maybe this will be used at the beginning of the second episode, showing that Pomni still isn't used to her new life in this digital circus. Or maybe something will happen to Pomni during the second second episode that causes her to sit down and stare off blankly like this. Another couple of leaks from episode 2 that I have is about the plot of the episode. The creator of the Amazing Digital Circus, Gooseworks, said that each episode will focus on a different character. Throughout the entire season, that is going to be 8 episodes. And while it's unclear if the pilot counts as the show's first episode at this point, we do not know that the very next episode of the Amazing Digital Circus will be about everyone's favorite character, Jax. And I have a theory about what will happen to him. In a Q&A on Tumblr, Gooseworks was asked about what the second episode would be about, and Gooseworks simply responded with depression. While this may seem like just a joke of an answer, if we look at Jax's behavior in the pilot, we can start putting all of the pieces together. Everyone knows that Jax isn't very kind to the other members of the circus, and generally has a don't care attitude, which sometimes is a sign or symptom of depression. And while trapped in this digital circus, it's no surprise that the inhabitants will get homesick and begin to lose their minds slowly, starting with being depressed. And I think this adds more coal to the fire of Jax abstracting in the second episode. As we already discussed in earlier videos that you should check out after this one, Jax will most likely be the next to abstract, and it's most likely the only thing stopping this is the fans' love for the character. There's also evidence supporting the idea that Jax won't abstract in the second episode. In the same Q&A, Gooseworks was asked about a hint for the second episode, and her response was that no one was coming close to guessing what it's about. This is exciting for the Jax fans out there, because everyone has been theorizing that Jax will become abstracted in the second episode, and even though the wording of this reply is very vague, it doesn't quite rule out the possibility of Jax abstracting, but it could definitely be a clue that it won't happen. Another episode 2 leak that I found is a potential release date. Using many clues like social media posts, production time for the first episode, and other hints released by the show creator Gooseworks, I think that we can pinpoint a general release date for the second episode. The first piece of information about the second episode's release date actually comes from the release date of another one of Glitch's other shows, Murder Drones, and the next episode of this show has a release date set in spring of this year, which means that episode 2 of the Amazing Digital Circus could come out after that, or hopefully before it. Something interesting to note is that Glitch Productions finished other episodes of the Murder Drones incredibly quickly, releasing a new episode every 1 to 2 months before its newest episode, episode 6, which released 4 months ago, with the Amazing Digital Circus dropping 2 months after that. So if we are to believe that Glitch Productions is going to follow this release pattern, I think it's safe to say that we could see a new episode of the Amazing Digital Circus within a month or two. This is also supported by the fact that the show is showing insane popularity, and waiting for the new episode to drop might cause it to lose friction and popularity in the community, which the creator most likely will not want to do. But it's also entirely possible that we could be seeing the episode after Murder Drones episode 7, because of the hype surrounding the show, making the producers want to make it as fast as possible. Although they're still gonna obviously want to make it really good. If I were to make a guess, I would say it's most likely coming in January or February. But of course I can't say for sure, but the only thing I can say for sure is we know it's coming very soon. But if you guys want to check out more videos about the Amazing Digital Circus in the meantime, you should consider watching this video on screen right here.